Okay.
A spark ignites, it starts to burn. Through endless realms, no way to return. From crimson skies to wastelands torn. Myth and legend where stars are born. A million paths collide in the haze. Echoes of heroes lost in the maze. Planes walking the multiverse. Through chaos and time we immerse. Legends rise and fade like sparks. Across the void we leave our marks.
They added like 3 times the amount of weaponry available in this vault. So they set it up so the tensions would be very high. And then at the same time, there was a parallel cloning project that was going on, focused on, obviously, can you guess the name of the guy it was focused on?
Gary!
Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. So each of the Garys was grown in a lab, and there was some kind of defect in them that made Garys immediately hostile to anybody who wasn't a clone. And
Right.
they just kept making them. So they made like 50 some odd Garys to the point where their observation rooms were overcrowded with them. So what happened was, as they go along, they dealt with escalating violence. So somewhere up in the mid 50s, one of the Garys actually injured one of the doctors. So they started talking about destroying the extra clones to make room for further tests, and they basically just obviously treated the Garys as completely disposable. So you've got like, yeah, I know, it's honestly, it's insane. Like, it's, I would say that it's kind of impossible to think about the fact that there would be scientists willing to do this, but there are people who are missing fundamental parts of their humanity.
Whispers crawl through the cracks like spiders in the dark. Secrets slither, shadows dance, they leave a bitter mark. Lies wrapped tight like silk spun thin, choke in the morning air. The truth you chase, it runs away, hiding where you dare. In the heat of the night, where the fire burns cold, the answers you seek are stories untold, shaped by the light.
Listen. After everybody calms the fuck down.
Is anybody alive coming out of the movie theater? Or just dead people?
Just blood and body parts.
All right, well, I'm going to try to go in again. And if I go back in time, I'm going to shoot the lock a few more times and see if it works.
All right, yeah, throw me a d20.
I've got a 3.
So you go in, and this time the force is more pronounced. It's more pronounced. It flings you back around a minute later. So you can feel the whiplash. More, it hits your neck, it hits your back. It's like you're almost trying to go through plexiglass. And the people going in, you're in the situation, you're just coming around the front, and people are going in, the door is closing. A minute later, the whole thing happens all over again.
Can I try to run in and get in there before the door closes and just force my way through?
The
Or am I too
door-
late?
Yeah, it's too late. So it flings you back the moment that you're coming back around.
All right,
Boom, boom, let the hollow idols fall. One by one, let the painted stories crawl till they're gone. Came and rose back, tear the mask, crack the act, strip the gloss from the lie, hear the old world cry. Came and rose back from the fire, from the black.
Don't you think your members deserve much better than we know about Tilly Norwood, and we're heavily monitoring the situation? Like, you guys are unfucking believable. You know that. You're supposed to fight on behalf of us. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be representing everybody here. I realize you can't have a crystal ball and you can't think 20 steps ahead. But you're supposed to have that clairvoyancy. You're supposed to think somewhat ahead. That's the whole fucking point. That's the whole point. You're supposed to foresee of problems in the future and try to stop them. That's why you have a collective bargaining agreement. That's why you went back and forth with the studios. That's why it was one of the longest acting strikes in history.
This is the LP shop, doors are open wide, so come on inside. Find a little piece of history and come alive, turn it up, let your story spin. Every scratch, every song pulls you back in. At the LP shop, doors are open wide.
As a kid, learning to play guitar, I used to put the album on. Not this album. There's a Fraley's Comet. It's called Live Plus One, and he opens with this song. And I used to learn. I would try and figure it out and play along to the album. I loved this song. And my buddy, who was a drummer, who I still keep in contact with, he learned all the drum parts on this song as well, with that drum solo in the middle.
So I'm guessing you're like a big fan of the song. Tell every just let's go into it. What did you like about the song?
Well, I mean, of course, first off, it's guitar driven.
Yeah.
Vocally, Ace doesn't push any barriers.
No.
But he's got a certain execution and a way he enunciates and the way he sings that I've always been attracted to. He's not the greatest singer in the world.
No.
I don't think he ever claimed to be, but there's just something cool.
Join the cameraman and his crew. Paint on my face, just a move. We are Yu-Gi-Oh! Up for life. Mark it on my skin, that sign. From the campfire glow at night to the screen right in your eyes. Original stories, wild and true. You can feel them cut right through. Bring that spark straight to you. Every drop, every view. Must see TV. Join the tribe, cross the line. You'll do club for life. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV from the cave to the timeline. You'll do club for life. Raise your hand. That's the sign. That's the sign. That's the sign. We don't scroll, we arrive, shouting names side by side. When the caveman calls, we rise. Hear that thunder in our cry. From the first beat, we commit. Once you're in, that's it. On the banner we left. Whole world watching this. Must see TV. Join the tribe, cross the line. You're your club for life. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life. Once you're in, I'll get them for life. I'll go, call it out. I'll go, never doubt. I'll go, side by side. You did club for life. For life. For life. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You did club for life. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You did club for life. Once you're in for life. Click on the screen, save all names and the credits roll. Same safe hands on the wheel again, same store spun out of control. Then you walk in, script in your hand, fire in your eyes. Slide over, I'll drive this thing. Let's see what happens if we try. In the captain's chair, you're calling every shot from here. From the sequel to the pilot, can you turn the ship around this year? Take the reins, take control, grab the frame, grab the roll. In the captain's chair, we'll see if you can make it there. Oh yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Captain's Chair. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, episode 7. Mossy's here. Say hello, Mossy.
Hello, Mossy.
So, we have determined that, I mean, what's the point of, this is my great with StreamYard. And you guys see, I'm fair. You can see, do we have the link down below? We have our affiliate link.
It's there.
Okay. So, if you're watching this or you're listening to this, you're like, hey, it's pretty good audio, and you don't want to spend a bajillion dollars on equipment. You just have like a mixer and a mic stand like this. StreamYard, 10% off. It is the bang for your buck. If you're dissatisfied with Switcher, if you don't feel like paying $98 a month, the core plan gives you basically the same thing, plus a little more. However, the live monitoring is not good, so just know that. I'm sorry. It's just not because Mossy. What's the point of live monitoring if you can't hear the problems?
Yeah,
right.
It's a bit of a mess.
So the issue is, and here's the issue. So you guys are hearing the mix coming out streamline, well, and all that kind of stuff, right? I think we determined, Mossy, over like many listening hours to this.
Yeah.
What we're hearing is not that. It sounds at point like the mix is going through a spaghetti strainer.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. We have tried many audio conversions, like MP3 conversions, and we've determined this is not us. This is a bug on StreamYard side, because some days it's perfect, and some days it's, and it always happens in, I can almost know when it's gonna happen. It's in certain sections of the mix. And if it was something to do with the conversion, what we're doing, then it would be all over the place. It wouldn't be so consistent. It would be random. So what we're going to do, and I think what Mossy is going to do when he gets home, when he has a break on Wednesday, he's gonna email, right? Mossy?
Yeah.
You're gonna communicate to them what the problem is and just see if there's any way that this is gonna get fixed soon.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, see? We're on it. Mossy's on it. For as long as he's here, he's in charge, buddy. So before we continue, we have another announcement. Facebook has not cleared up these bugs. We have workarounds, but there are workarounds. So we highly suggest you guys follow the main account or follow the group. Okay? Because we don't know when these bugs are going to get fixed from the meta. All right. So now that's all out of the way. Let's get into some fun stuff, Mossy. And we have growls to do today. Right? Correct?
Yeah.
All right.
We do. Up first, we've got two today.
All right.
Up first, we've got Alain Gouem, I think.
Alain Gouem. From us to you, you get Elaine. You get a great big bad caveman.
And last but not least, we have Eve Storm Photography.
Eve Storm. Whoa. That's a right. He appeared multiple times, right? Yeah. So Eve Storm Photography. From us to you, you get a great big bad caveman. All right. So this is episode 7, and we're still exploring season 2, and episode 7 is called
Dragon Sword Night Mode.
Dragon Sword. You said sword.
I said it's sorry. That's how it's written. Is it?
You're
sword?
supposed to correct it.
Well, I don't know.
You were supposed to correct it.
Hey,
You're supposed to ask me.
There's a lot of swords in this thing. I thought
Zord.
it just meant sword.
Zord.
All right, Dragon Zord Night Mode. Let me change that on the description here.
Okay. You can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll wait. We'll wait. Holy shit. Oh, look at you go.
Yeah.
Look at you go right now.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Oh, see? You good. You good, and you thought you weren't good enough. I'm joking, Mossy. So, episode 7 is called?
It's Dragon Zord Night Mode.
Ooh. So we open on the palace, and Rita is pissed. Mossy, she's not happy. She lost her Green Ranger. Her plans are falling away. But she goes to Finster, And Finster comes up with this idea. It goes, my Empress, the Mirror Maid is almost ready. The Mirror Maid to copy. She says, she basically says, what's the Mirror Maid? And Finster goes, Mirror Maid is a monster that can basically clone itself to whatever person. And she's like, oh, we can manipulate the Green Ranger. We can take him out of action. Basically, it's like, I'm gonna fuck with his head more. Basically, it's what she's saying. I'm gonna fuck with his head more. Right? Excellent, Finster. Put it in as you wish, Your Highness, Your Empress. And then we see the oven, the monster being put into the monster oven, which is, by the way, don't at me, that's incredibly cool. They should bring it back, the monster oven. Now we flash to the school. In each ranger, we see an individual classes, right? And we see Tommy in one class. We see Jason in one class. They're all spread around the school. And we see scenes of what we think of are the other rangers sitting beside. So Jason, Trini sits beside him, and all these rangers are in these other classrooms, but they're not rangers at all. They're the Mirror Maid. There's the monster called the Mirror Maid. And these rangers are acting unlike themselves in a lot of ways. Teasing, so we see Trini teasing Jason about how he's not a good leader, how he let everyone down. We see Billy in a class with Trini, Billy doing the same thing. We see Kimberly in a class with Zach, and Kimberly saying something horrible to Kimberly. Kimberly saying horrible things to Zach. And finally, we get to Tommy, right? Oh, no, Kimberly is in a class next. Basically, this is happening all day, Mousy, right? We see their counterparts in the classes with them where they're not supposed to be, but we see like a combination of Jason and Kimberly, Kimberly and Zach. No, Trini and Jason, and in one of the last class, it's Trini and Kimberly, and Trini saying horrible things, and basically, you're not a really good person, you're not a really good friend. The team would be better without you. And then in the final class, we have Tommy and Jason. And Jason is saying to Tommy, I wish I would have killed you. You know that? I wish I would have destroyed you. Not killed, destroyed. That's a better word. Destroyed. I like that distinction as well, because it tells us that Jason would never talk like that, Mossy? Destroying, he knows better, right?
Yeah.
So Jason says to Tommy, I should have destroyed you. We only brought you on board for your dragon sword. You know that. You do know that. You're not a great person at all, Tommy. You're not. You're not at all. I should have destroyed you when I had the chance. And then we see Tommy going in the hallway. We see Kimberly in the hallway, but it's not Kimberly. It basically, this is more focus around Tommy than anything else. It's going after the Rangers, but it's going after Tommy especially. And it fucks him up so much. Because remember, Mossy, he's not right in the head, right? Because of what Rita did to him. And now this is happening. So he leaves school and he wanders off to the park we don't know. But once he's alone, we see the Green Ranger all suited up. Emerald armor, dark green armor. Like how he was when Rita controlled him. And he goes, "Who are you? I am you. A better version of you, Tommy Oliver. Your friends were right, you know. Jason was right." And of course, that's the big woohoo. Here the clue is like, and Tommy's fucked up in the head, but he's like, wait a minute. How did you know what Jason said to me? And the monster's like, again, she's not very smart. And Rita in the prison, she's like, just again, Fenstar. And Tommy puts two and two together. He's like, wait a minute. That wasn't my friends. That was you. Jason would never talk to me like that. Saying what? Who are you? And the Green Ranger fades, and we have a Mirror Maid monster. Now, the Mirror Maid monster is, the body is reflective, like reflective metal. So we have that. And we have the face, a mirror, a mirror with eyes and no mouth. Because I think that would look cool, Mossy. Just like eyes and no mouth, because he's not a person. He's whatever he chooses to be.
Yeah.
Right? And he squares up and he goes, all right, one-on-one, and then not one-on-one. It's like, all right, he squares up to fight. He doesn't say anything, and then there's putties coming out, flipping into action, and he goes, and we see the wrist communicator on him, but he doesn't need to call anyone because Jason goes, Tommy, we're here. And basically Kimberly's like, yeah, some smart monster. We heard everything. Basically, and then Bill is like, it's not really that smart, is it? Like, Rita's not very smart at doing the whole evil thing, is she? And Jason goes, are you ready, guys? Ready. Let's do it. It's morphin' time. And so the Green Ranger morphs first, and he doesn't go Dragon Zord. This is his first morph. Mossy, because Dragon Zord is stupid when everybody has an animal, right? So his call is not Dragon Zord. His call, or his call sign, is Green Dragon. That's his call. Green Dragon. And let's do this for his morph, right? So we see the dragon, right, in the sky. We see the dragon in the sky, right? He's flying towards Tommy. And Tommy just but jumps right towards him like a collision, right? And then the dragon just snakes around him. and the wings become the shield, and the mask becomes the head. Oh, that Mossy, come on, that'd be cool. Mossy?
My mic was off for a second. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's like the wings just fold to be the shield. I can see now the dragon. The head is his face. Oh, that and not dark green emerald armor, light green.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
To show he's not evil anymore. No dark emerald warrior here anymore. So they all fight the putties, and the Mirror Maid tries to mirror the other Rangers, and they struggle at first. And Tommy comes up with an idea to not have the Mirror Maid have a second, because if they have that second. No, Billy comes up with this idea. It would be more appropriate. Billy says, "Listen, always keep attacking. Never let him transform." So they do that, and they start grabbing their weapons. The weapons come up, the great animations, and and the dagger, that Dragon Zord's tail, is Tommy's weapon. It becomes the dagger. It shrinks to become the dagger. I think that would be really, really cool to do that. Right? So his mind, we see the dragon flying and the tail just, like molting skin. Oh! Come on, Mossy. So the dagger just drops, like the dragon is like molting skin, and it just forms in his hand. And it's a light green sheen now, and the coin is in the center of the dagger. And they start to fight. And they start getting progress. The putties are defeated. The Mirror Maid gets cornered. The big blaster comes out. Tommy doesn't get that. I'm sorry. Great, that animation. Wait a minute. He does. Because the cannon's roof can be the housing of the dagger. So the dagger comes on, and it provides more of a sight line. No, Mossy. The dagger is the sight.
Oh, that's cool.
The dagger is the sight.
That's cool. I like that.
Oh, yeah. And it provides more of a boost to the blaster. So they fire the blaster, and the Mirror Maid goes down. And Rita says, "Magic wand, make my Mirror Maid grow." And it grows. And goes, "Guys, we need a little bit more help. It's time for dinosaur power." And they power. And then all the dinosaurs come in clutch. We have that great animation from small to big to like metal. And then we see the dinosaurs come together in the Megazord, and Mirror Maid just kind of shifts into the Megazord. So we have two Megazords fighting it out. And one point, it's going really bad for Megazord, because the evil Megazord knows all the other Megazord's abilities, and he gets the sword out and he smashes it. Sparks go flying. It says, "Give it up, Megazord. Give it up, Rangers. I know all your abilities and all your forms. There's nothing out there that you can do. There is nothing you can do to stop me, Mossy. There's There is nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do. There are no more forms for you to take. I will destroy you. So Tommy's there, and he sees this, and he goes, maybe they can use a little bit more help. He takes the dagger, flips it around, and it echoes to the Atlantic, right? That's what we decided, right? The middle of the Atlantic, yeah. And we hear and a whirlpool builds up, and we hear like a call, and we see almost like a jet fighter launching out of the ocean, flying directly to Angel Grove. And we hear that dragon just roars into action and lands, and Tommy goes up and goes into the little cockpit right there, and he goes, and there is something that happens in the Megazord. Jason says, Tommy, he goes, whoa, the Dragon Zord's here. And he goes, all right, guys, let's, and a green button appears in the Megazord, having the symbol of the dragon. And in the Dragon Zord, there's a button that appears. It's the Megazord symbol. They push it, not at the same time, and nothing happens. And Tommy actually says, before they do this, there is a button that's in this thing, looks like the Megazord, and Jason says the same thing, and they keep pushing it different times. And Kimberly's like, how about if you guys use teamwork and push it together? So they go, oh, that may work. She may be right. And Kimberly's like, God, men. Or boys. And Trini's like, right? And Jason's like, well, this is a team effort. Are you good? Are you ready, Tommy? Like, it is a team, like, it's team effort. And he goes, your bet I'm ready. Let's end this thing. All right, let's do it. And they push it together, and all you hear is Dragon Zord night mode initiated. And this thing, Mossy, this thing is badass. So it goes, we see it uses everything. It's 6 people, so it's like 2 Zords. So the Megazord gets covered in green armor, right? The arms that were now there are more leaner and buffed. The legs are more of the same color. The dragon's head now becomes the Megazord's head. And now it has a cool little plume, right? The horns that made the knight, or I don't know if we decided if it, so it has more plumage now. So we can actually see like a knight's plumage comes out at the end of the mask, right? And the wings click into place as the shield, right? And the tail, the dagger tail, and the sword comes together to be a double-ended blade. And then at the end it goes What do you think? What do you think, Mossy?
That's sick. I love
That's come on, that's Dragon Zord Night mode. Oh, it's so good. Just that, and then that dagger and that sword comes up to be the double-ended blade staff. And it goes, and the Mirror Maid doesn't have a chance at this point. It gets beaten pretty bad, and at the end, the staff gets risen, and it spins over and over again to make this like blade of doom. And then there's lightning, there's red. We can see all the Rangers in the cockpit as one, as they raise their hand, and the blade comes down, and Mirror Maid just like, and he falls down and explodes. And Rita goes, "No, God, I need an aspirin. I have another migraine." And then that's how the episode ends, with the Dragon Zord Night mode victorious. Thoughts, Mossy?
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I want this as a toy. What have I done? All right, so episode 8 is called?
It's called Revenge of the Revenge of the Gold Titan.
Ooh. So we pick up this episode with Rita Repulsa doing black magic, and she's saying words, and she's in a room, and we see Goldar on to be sacrificed, like not like a room for sacrifice, but he's on an elevated platform. He's still badly hurt. He's still badly damaged. And this black energy, this golden, dark black energy wraps around Goldar. And Goldar opens his eyes, and his eyes are red. And he reforms, and his armor is all sheened out, it's all polished, but this time it's more obsidian, black and gold. And his sword, his great sword, is repaired. It's black and gold now. And she goes, "My Goldar, I have brought you back to me to redeem yourself. Yes, my Empress, I need you to finish them. These children, this game ends. Yes, my Empress, as you command. Tomorrow, you will end this." And he basically bows, and he goes, "Yes, absolutely. Like, yes, my Empress. They will not survive my attack." And he just, then we leave it. We fade to a nice morning, a nice Saturday morning, and we see Kimberly walking past this park. And as she's walking past this park, it's weirdly empty and quiet. And on a bench, on a table, on a picnic table, sits Goldar, just looking at her. And Kimberly doesn't back away, doesn't run. She moves for Goldar, for the picnic table, sits. And they don't say anything for a while. They don't say anything for a minute, maybe a minute two. She goes, "You're well." He's like, thanks to my empress, I have been made whole and with new strength. What do you want? I am sorry for what I must do tomorrow. This war. There's no fucking war! What war? Against a bunch of kids? I will not make it easy. I will not make it easy. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I will not make it easy for you. And Goldar he's like, goes like this. What? Is it harder knowing the face under the mask? Does that help? And we flash in Goldar into another planet, perhaps another space and time, and we see a little girl crying, and we hear a man going, "There, little one, there." Oh, did we have a spill? Oh, it's okay. I got you. That's why we walk and not run. But that voice is awfully familiar to Goldar. And we see a little bit more of this picture starting to form. This person brings his daughter to his house, and we see he has a wife. We see he has another kid and a son. And then we flash back. That face reminds me. And he, in his head, he goes, so long ago now. Is that what she looked like? Did I have children? And he snaps back. And she goes, I will not make it easy for you. If you're going to kill me, you're going to know the person behind the mask. Do you hear me? And Goldar doesn't say anything. We don't know. We just get a glimpse to the conversation. And then we fade into the next day. But we have a different perspective here. Instead of going to the Rangers, we have it with Goldar and the Putties. They're walking into Angel Grove. And the Putties start doing their usual shit, causing havoc. And we see, 5 minutes later, we see the Rangers appear and start to fight. Even Tommy. Tommy starts to fight too. Now, so the Putties get, of course, Mossy annihilated because that's what you do. They're catting father. We have to accept that. Goldar begins attacking. The Green Ranger does a little bit better, but this is still a Gold Titan with years and years of war experience under his belt. This is not really a fair match because it's Rita's influences with Goldar now. Black energy, We can see the black sparking, the gold energy, and he beats the shit out of everyone. The weapons don't even come close at this point. They don't. They don't break apart, but they don't do anything. In fact, we see the weapons denting. For the first time, we see the weapons denting. The dagger even dents. Sparks fly. Damage on all the Rangers are accumulated. It's a Mossy. If we could, I would love this fight to be as uncomfortable to watch, if possible. This needs to be not a fair fight, right? Like every encounter of Coldar, it's not been a fair fight. It needs to be a brutal fight. Kicks the ribs of Jason. The helmets gouge. We could see people's faces. Oh, it's brutal. It's great. It's not great. It's brutal. It's a brutal fight. And the sword comes out, and Rita goes, "Good, my Goldar. Now start with the Red Ranger." And he goes up to the Red Ranger, and we can see this is all his POV, by the way. And he's about to swing the goodbye, Red Ranger. And Kimberly goes, "No!" And she flips barely into his line of sight, and she clutches her ribs, and she's crying. She's like out of breath, and then she takes her mask off, or what's left of her helmet. Nothing left of her helmet, really. Takes the rest off. And then, for the first time, we just see her face in the suit. And she goes, "Now you can kill me. Don't kill him. Kill me first. Start with me." And she's looking directly in his eyes. She can't breathe. She's almost unconscious. She's crying, "Start with me. Start with me. Do it. I said do it, damn you." And Rita's going, "Do it. Do it." And we go in Goldar now. And we see his family. We see his kids. We see his little daughter. We see his son. And he goes, "I was this person. I think I was happy." And he goes down, looks at the sword, looks at her, and she's still yelling at him. We can't hear what she says. That's the greatest thing. We can't hear. She's not my enemy. She's a child. A kid. And Rita's like, "Do it!" And he goes, "No. I will not strike down a child. Ever again." And the sword comes down. It shatters. His black armor just leaves, and we can hear Rita just shout out his influence. Her influence just leaves, and we see his armor coming back, all nicked and scratched. We can even see his huge wings that he probably has just leave. And he bends down and he goes, it is over. I will not harm you. And Kimberly just collapses to him, and the episode ends. Her crying on his person. She's just crying, and we can see him trying to calm her, and that's how the episode ends. Mossy, what do you think?
I like that.
Oh,
that's good.
That's. I mean, obviously, I'm blending a lot of stuff here.
Yeah.
There's things in the lore that suggest that he was not like this before, right? Like not like a warrior, like he had a brother and stuff like that. So I'm actually blending old lore into this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if he was manipulated, right? And what if he had a family? And what if he was ripped away for whatever reason, right? And if we just explored that throughout, I mean, I know we're just exploring it now, but I think that's a really good thing and a really good emotional beat to have Kimberly saying, I will not make it easy for you, right? So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And episode 9 is called
You're Coming Home with Me.
Ooh. So this episode is going to be our breath, Mossy, from what happened, right? Our little breath in time. So we open in the command center with Goldar and Kimberly's all taped up at this point. And Zordon said, Goldar says, I don't know what happened. I seem to recall me having a family, and I was happy. And Zordon goes, whoever you were, they took that piece from you. But with our help, we will put it back together, and we will find you a way home. And Kimberly turns around, and she goes, Zordon, have you seen Tommy today? And Alpha and Zordon goes, no. Has he ever come back to the command center? And Zordon says, no. It is probably really tough for him to come back here after the damage he has done. But the past is the past. And Kimberly says, Zordon, I can take up that challenge. She goes, I would like to be responsible finding him. And Zordon goes, Kimberly, then I will leave this task up to you. And that's what the episode is. All day, Kimberly trying to find Tommy Oliver. That's what this episode is going to be about. And she goes most of the episode asking the Rangers. The Rangers are trying to help, but they search the city and no Tommy. Not even at school. And Kimberly goes, do we know where he lives? And she goes to the school. It's Sunday. And the school doesn't have any information where he lives. So where they think he lives, the address that he gave them, it's not a real address. She goes and it's basically some trees. So she's about to give up, but in middle of town, there is a city of tents. There's a city of tents. And she goes, she sneaks through the city and sees a small campfire in the middle. And we see Tommy doing homework, studying, and we see bandages on all the other Rangers as well. And she says, Tommy? And he goes, oh, Kimberly, what are you doing here? It's looking for you. What are you doing here? It's like, just, needed a place to just, quiet, study, of what all what happened in the past, couple. I just, needed some, peace. He's backpedaling awfully hard, and she's snooping. She's going through a tent. Like, no. He's like, no, don't go in there. She's like, sleeping bag, food. For a while. Do you live here? Where's your dad? And Tommy just hangs his head. We don't need to have that answer now. He just hangs his head. And she looks at the tent. She looks at the fire. She looks at him. And she smiles. You're a ranger. You know that. He's like, I know. And you need a proper home. Well, I have a home with all you guys. No. You need a proper home to go to. And she smiles. He goes, well, I don't, you're coming home with me. But your dad, and she's packing all of his stuff up. It's like, Kimberly, wait a minute. And then we see like a puff. Now, listen, I know, Mossy, all these CG animals are expensive. All right? They will be. I'm not going to pretend they're not. But animating like a CG dragon, I would imagine, Mossy, would cost a lot, correct?
Yeah, if it's more like a more complicated, yeah, it would cost a bit.
So, how about this? We don't show Mossy, I would want to, believe me, but I have to think realistically here, Like, we're already doing a lot, right? This show is probably costing over $1 million. Would you agree?
I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, over $1 million, probably like $4 or $5 million an episode. Let's be real. So I'm going to say he has one, but we never get to see it because of that. We can see like puffs coming his way of smoke, right? And like noises. But just for the sake of the budget, let's not animate a dragon that's going to make things more expensive. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right. So a puff comes his way, and Tommy's like, don't you agree with her? And we see another puff come his way, and he's almost like communicating with it. No, she's not right. I'm not. All right. Okay. Maybe she is. And Kimberly's like, all right, we're ready. And we flash to at night, 7:30. And Kimberly comes in with Tommy. And his dad's like, and young lady, where have you been? it's past curfew for you. And she smiles and says, Dad, this is Tommy Oliver. And he goes, oh, Tommy Oliver, yes. Our daughter has been talking about you a lot. And then Tommy flushes. And Kimberly says her mom is there too. Dad, Tommy was living by himself in the middle of town in a tent city. He's going to be staying with us. And she goes, and I told him I was going to bring him home. And Kimberly's dad takes a big breath. I've not known you to do something this brash. My daughter must think very highly for her to do this and make this decision. And Tommy doesn't say anything. And Kimberly's mother says to Tommy, there will be rules, young man. Because I understand. 7:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. Bedtime is around 5:36. We do have a spare bed. And Kimberly's dad says, and we will figure out your situation later. But son, welcome home. And that's how the episode ends. Dun, 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 dun. Mossy, your thoughts?
That was good. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little breath. You know? A little breath. Just to take everything all in. Right? Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought down below in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know all your good thoughts. And we will see you Thursday for D&D Storytime? Clue? I think so. Nothing Friday or Monday, Mother's Day weekend. So until then, guys, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all. 50,000 plus. And guys, we have UGG Club shirts. Go to our store on Etsy. We should have the link on our main account. Be a part of the UGG Club. I think they're really cool. And we're always introducing new things to you guys. So if you have suggestions, please leave it down below in the comment section. And UGG Club for life. Peace.
Fanboards buzzing, they're watching close. Can you fix what they